We are back again for Oxygen Not Included on Glider Gaming Channel. We're visiting the Rustic Dreamland. And last time we were just kind of trying to make things nice. We were cleaning up infrastructure, looking at temperatures. Yeah, not bad. They're not overheating, they're not getting too cold. It's good. So I'm just kind of trying to remember where we left off. I know we started building espresso. I don't remember if we really finished building espresso. So we didn't really power the espresso. Okay, they're building the power out to the espresso. Only 10 kilograms of like 500 maximum, so the nuts shouldn't go bad. Okay, so we built the wires. There's a problem. Okay, a couple wires back here haven't been finished yet. We got their new jukebox room up here. We need to decorate it, though. Dancing. Okay, that's up and running now. Did we get it? It looks like we got it. Yeah, water's tied in. Good, good, good. All right, so we need some decorations in here. Start with some crown molding. Huh. How are we out of something? Oops, that was a wrong button. So we were out of something. It's a raw mineral. We've run out of sedimentary rock, which isn't great because I'm pretty sure that's what we feed all these guys. So we better make sure we have a backup for them. Oh, that's a drop-off. We want the food thing. The hatches, the hatchlings. They can eat everything. Sedimentary rock, sandstone. We have 7 tons of sandstone again, so we can eat sand, but sand we use. And then, like, all the food we eat. Dirt, clay. Oh, we'll feed them clay. I don't really use all that much clay in this game. Famous last words, right? Okay, we're really collecting a lot of gas in here, so we need to fiddle with our settings. So the brake's gonna start at 90, and then we just kind of need to compare where we have everything else at. So this brake starts at 80, this brake starts at 75. So I think that's backwards. I think we want this brake to start at 90, so it's running longer. And then we want it to turn on before other things. So we'll kind of match it with that one. We'll do 90 and 30. Yeah, because 90 means it turns off later. You need to have more power stored for it to turn off, as opposed to this one here, that once these batteries hit 80% charge, then it turns off. So that seems better. My gosh, all this water and the physics of water that aren't working properly. So now we're baking some of that off again. This one's set to 90-35. So that's why that one wasn't backing up as bad. So we'll go 90-30. Let's match them all up. Okay. Oh, new printable. Well, we aren't really in the market for duplicants. We don't have anywhere to put them. Why is this one unhappy? Atmosphere. Oh, there's a little bit of hydrogen floating around. Okay, so we are pumping hydrogen down, and it's going to start backing up because it really doesn't have anywhere to go. It's all overpressure in here. So I think it's time to start storing hydrogen up here. In order to do that, I think we need to build a gas filter because I only want the hydrogen. So we'll go ahead and do that. Then we can go in. We'll just kind of go in, out, like that. So this one will fill up, and then this one will fill up. However, By doing this, the hydrogen is now like shifting away from where we actually are pumping. So we're gonna cancel all this now. We're gonna move the pump actually, because hydrogen is gonna be in the highest space, so we want the pump to be in that same space. So we'll go like this. We'll go pump in, filter there, out to this. So then in here we can deconstruct those. In automation we can deconstruct that. Actually, we'll deconstruct all of it just because it's not going to be like the best. We'll run our wire up. And suppose we'll put our automation stuff back in because we don't want it to run forever. Put it right there. Why can't it go right there? Oh, because it's occupied by that. So we'll put it right here. And we'll need some wire. Let's patch it in over there too? Question mark? No, I don't think that would work well for us. It'll probably turn off one thing when the other needs the other. And some of this is unreachable, so we'll need a little bit more ladder. We'll be filtering out hydrogen here. Oh, you know what? We really don't even need this setup for right now. We'll just empty the vents right here. Because I don't want oxygen and stuff in those rooms. What I want is that nice, lovely hydrogen. Okay, so we were decorating this room. We got that set for Forever Stone Hatch. We can do Forever this one. So I don't really like Drecklets. Do we have a Sun Nymph? Did that happen? So I feel like it doesn't let you choose eggs unless you've got them. That'd be cool. I've never had a Sun Nymph before. How do we find out? I mean, we could click every single one. Shine. 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 Huh. Or maybe it's just an egg, but like where would that egg be? I kind of let them go wherever they want, so it could be hard. Like there's an egg. But it's not a Sun Nymph egg. That Sun Nymph egg was kind of an orange color. I don't know. It'd be kind of exciting. None of these are stifling from temperature anymore, so what we did last video seems to have worked well. Automation still has that turned off. It's all part of the main line, so. I don't get it. Like, something I have not figured out. So if someone can put in the comments and tell me, like, how do you get the regular batteries to charge before the automation batteries, the smart batteries? Like, because I've got different ones wired differently. Like, no, I don't. It seems like I always have the smart battery first. Should I? But I don't know if the electricity flows away. I think it does. Like, I would think the electricity flows this way, and it would charge these before it charges that one. Like over here, I've got it flowing past the regular batteries, but the smart battery has more charge than the regular ones. So I don't know how that works, and I would like to optimize that if someone can teach me how. This water is bugging me, guys. So we're going to just keep chucking along and trying to drain this a bit. We're going to have to break some tiles there, though. Those are growing well. All right. I keep thinking about decorating this and then doing something else. Okay, decorating this. Back into furniture. We can do some plants for sure. Do like a plant right here and a plant right here. And we can do another huge, cool obsidian block right there. So that's good. Because I put a plant there, we really can't put any art there. So that's what we'll do. Draining that water. Or are we all the way up to here? No more water over here to drain, really. Just little bits in weird spots that'll be hard to get to. On this weird waterfront, we do have some more right here and right over here. So we could do... Nope, we can't do that. We could just build a ladder like that, though. And then, hey, we found space. How hot is space? Space is not terribly hot. So now we've exposed space. We found it. Guys. I know I'm getting distracted, but guys! Double guys! We found 2 of them. We weren't even looking. It's awesome. Okay. Sorry. It's been my experience in previous builds of this game that regolith, if you've never found the top, regolith is what the meteors deposit. They'll also deposit iron and some other materials, but the main thing they deposit is regolith. Okay, they're both vents of some sort. That regolith comes in at several hundred degrees Celsius, and it's the most efficient way for making steam. And steam you can use for power, and you can use to power rockets. So, you have to find space before regolith starts falling. So, I mean, we could, you know, quickly start building rockets if we wanted to. We're not that far from it, but what I want is for regolith to start building up. So after we drain these here and we find out what these are, we will make sure that we've got meteorites coming in so that we are gaining regolith. Okay, that being said, we need to figure this out. So we're going to cancel these, and then dig that. And then we'll just dig all the way over to here. We will cancel all of this. Dig into this. This is important to me, folks. This is important to me. I love volcanoes. I love geysers. Atmos food dock is broken. How would that happen? Oh, giant amounts of hydrogen. Okay, well, we seem to have solved the hydrogen problem. I don't see any more hydrogen coming through, so it's annoying that it's broken, but it's not the end of the world. We'll bump that one up to 8. We'll also wonder how a hatch got over here. Oh, we deconstructed all sorts of stuff over here last time. Missed that vent, though. We can also now plant some more mushrooms. Oof. Warming up things a little bit by the pipes we built. Life will go on. I don't know why I didn't build these pipes inside, though. Inside the insulated tiles, so that we protected ourselves from that. Oh my gosh, water physics. Can you come to the proper century? What is this? This is nonsense. It might be because we have 2 different types of water. I don't know if that really matters. Okay. well, it doesn't mind us mopping up the polluted stuff. So we'll just try that. So we're pumping out. All right, that's chucking along well. There's still tons of natural gas in there. And then, did we actually finish the other one? Nope, not quite. Probably because they can't reach anything we're telling them to reach. So let's build a ladder up this side here. And we'll build a ladder down this side. Okay, that must have been the problem. The fact that it was just two different types of water stacked on top of each other was just confusing the water physics. Meat. Cool. Someday we'll dig into there and just have a nice little supply of meat. Temperature over here's looking nice. The cold is seeping in a bit deeper, so it's alright though. They don't spend a lot of time in there. I don't think it'll harm their happiness that much. Oh, they haven't repaired that yet. I have it at an 8 too. Okay, we've cooled down this volcano quite a bit. I mean, it's still at 99 degrees Celsius, but we're not at the point where liquid gold is piling up, so that's nice. And despite it looking pretty sketchy, like heat's going to start escaping here, it hasn't yet, so that's nice. Oh yeah, we're getting there, guys, we're getting there. More cold biomes. Okay. We haven't actually powered this over here. So it's a single pump. And this is not anywhere near 1,000. So we're just going to tie it into right there. We'll build a couple other tiles. I'm not going to set this at a higher priority because that other one is more than supplying our needs for the moment. And I'm sure by the time we run out over there, this will be taken care of. Okay, things are draining now. We are flooding potential sleet wheats, so would be good to probably. Ooh, there's an oil reservoir. Need to figure out a way to not harm our sleet wheat by this dripping. There is quite a bit of sleet wheat here. I'm not sure how. Oh, wort seed, that's nice. Guess we just have to dig out a nice little reservoir here for this water to sit in. And then also make sure we have bridges so that, or not bridges, but ladders so we can also get around. So we'll mark all that at 7. And after we get this all dug out, then we can mop stuff up. Can't say I've ever seen a sleet wheat growing on a tile before, but I'll take it. Okay. This should take care of the issues, I'd say. Any other sleet wheats underwater? Nope. Can't get to this one, though. Rotten sleet wheat. That's too bad. Okay, hopefully they've uncovered some of these, these volcanoes? Nope. Pretty close, though. Pretty close. 7 jobs have been mastered. New printable! Blossom seeds, I don't think we need those. We're just, won't take anybody. Let's take a look at the old jobs board here. Wow, okay, yep. Lots of jobs mastered. She's having some issues with her morale needs. So we need to kind of remember Lindsay. We need to check her food status. We might have to bump her food up. Ruby's going to go be an architect. You can be an architect. Well, you can go be an engineer, I guess. Oh, we have plenty of engineers at the moment. Oh, you're our oh, that's an architect. I'm just kind of thinking, like, we need to start, like... Okay, these guys. These are the guys. These guys need to go into exosuit engineering next. You can be a gopher. You can be an electrical engineer. You can be a courier. You can be an architect. Okay, I wasn't sure who would win, cold water or hot biome, but it looks like cold water is doing okay. It comes out at -10, and it's chilling at 0, so that's cool. Okay, so things I want to think about. I want to consider luxury apartments. Since Mark 1 came out and they added new statues and new paintings and things, I've wanted to do luxury apartments. And I want to do it in this biome right here. It's not terribly hot. It has an inconvenient volcano, which will affect some of it. But I think this is where we're going to do it. So what we're probably going to need to do is remove some of this stuff here, because I don't want it here. It was fine for when we start venturing out, but it's not like, hey, let's go to our luxury apartment building and pass by the water sieve. But then again, maybe we can just lower a few things down. Maybe this, we'll go with sieve. It's kind of like the floor. So we'll dig the stuff out. We'll put down a new mesh tile right there. Just build tiles right here. Then we'll need a new vent. for the liquid. Put that right here. Then we can take this bridge right here. Put it over there. And then we can get rid of all of this. Go back into the priority tool. We're going to make sure we build the stuff first. Kind of make sure we build the stuff first. So we're going to do a similar deal over here. We're going to drop this. Bring it this way. We're going to move that. We're just going to keep basically the same system. I don't think we need a bridge anymore, though. Then we'll take our liquid filter. Knock all this up to priority 7. And now we need to replace that pitcher emptier. Oops, wrong spot. Pitcher emptier. Things have gotten very hot. Very hot indeed. That's okay though. It's not gonna hurt anything. Lovely, lovely water reservoir. Oh, why are these stifling? Just harvest ready. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we've cleared out some of these pipes. Now we're going to do the filter. It's going to come over and up. Then we're going to build a bridge. And I suppose we can tie it in right there, and that'll be fine. Tie it in right there. Well, we don't even need the bridge because I'm gonna destroy this pipe. So let's go right there. So some of this is probably going to be unreachable. So we'll just do our patented silly ladders. And then, of course, we have to have 2 headspace above any ladder, or they can't use it. Ooh, let's go check on those vents. A Cool steam vent. Awesome. More water. So we're going to have to devise another way to capture that water. What we could do is we could just, after we get over here, we could just like build a floor across here and then just close that off. And collect water that way. If that's going to be the case, we're definitely going to have to clean this up. Then we'd probably also want to just come in here and dig out a bunch of stuff so we have the space. Ooh, not quite enough. We have to go just a little bit further. Uh-oh. Hopefully he's narcoleptic. Otherwise he's trapped or something. Okay, he's heading out. So if that's our plan, we'll be building just around here. We'd of course need a liquid pump. Set up and ready to go. Along with a little bit of wiring. Just buzzing through all that nonsense. Fortunately, cool steam vents, the steam comes out at 110. So even though we have a cool steam vent near the surface, we won't be able to power a rocket with it because I think a rocket has to have its steam at like 120. So, a little bit of sadness there. A lot of mafic rock up here. Mafic rock is a fine construction material. I think an iron-rich version of igneous rock. So I don't know if you can get iron out of it. I've never noticed that I could. I don't know. I use it as like an insulator since I guess it's iron-rich igneous rock, that it's a good insulator. So, like, if I run out of igneous rock, I'll use that sometimes to insulate things. New printable. Probably shouldn't get so excited since we don't take things half the time. Just once again ignoring dupes, taking a resource that I would actually use. So before we expose this, we could open this up to space. Oh, we still can't see. We could open this up to space to try to drain the air out. But we'll probably end up doing what we did with the other steam vent. And we'll just, you know, put a pump up here to make sure that we're pumping out not steam, but making sure there's plenty of space for steam. infectious polluted oxygen vent with slime lung. So that's not one I'd really recommend you guys expose into your colonies. I mean, it's really far away. If I wasn't using Atmo suits, then, you know, like, we could toss some cleaners right next to it, but it sounds like way more of a hassle than it's worth. So just to make sure it doesn't release any of its nastiness, I'm gonna block it off. And then I think I will actually just kind of build a ladder up here and see what's going on towards the top of this. So I want to make, like I said, I want to make sure that meteorites are falling. I mean, I'm seeing right here that there's some iron, which normally doesn't happen unless there's meteorites. I'm seeing some weird, okay, there's some Regoloth, so I think it's working. I think meteorites are coming, but I want to make sure we can expose it and see it and make sure it's happening. We have flooded a jumbo battery. We have flooded it with an entire 76 grams of fluid. There's 219 on this one, but this is flooded, so I don't really know how that works. Okay, down here they haven't come down because I didn't dig them away to get there. And unfortunately, I think that sleet wheat drowned to death, so that's unfortunate. The other sleet wheats are saved, it looks like. Oh. Huh. Did they fly all the way from our base down here? I don't think they should be able to do that. Maybe they can get through these. Maybe they can get through these, I don't know. If we put doors in there, though, then the shine bugs definitely won't get out anymore. So if you're having issues with lag in your game, you might unfortunately have to kill some shine bugs, because the game is plotting all these different routes they can go, and that will really slow your game down. So if you're having a lot of lag problems and there are shine bugs everywhere, you might need to go in there and take care of them. I hate to say that because I love them. They're such nice little decor boosters. Okay, they are able to get down here again. All of this nonsense just to protect a vending machine? Got some diamond. Aha, look at that. We got a nice little Asian dragon. I like it. To go with our lovely griffin and our hatch. Oh, we should plant something. Why not the marijuana joke leaf? Alright, how are we coming over here? Okay, all of the plumbing is set up, so now we can take out this plumbing. I'm just actually gonna deconstruct this guy right now. That way we can empty the pipes like responsible adults for once. This needs to be set to polluted water at a high priority. Can also run some electricity. So we'll have let's just rerun the wires just like we did with the other stuff. Let's just run the wires straight across and then over and up. And then we will get rid of all this wire that will otherwise be an eyesore. Deconstruct those. We're going to get some pipe emptying. All through here. I guess we don't need to empty that pipe. And we're going to mark this top stuff here as the highest priority. We're also going to probably have to relocate this vent. I don't want this here really anymore. But it's not really doing anything right now either. Got these pipes nice and emptied. Oh, I don't know what that alarm was about. I didn't catch it. Perfect. Okay. Pipes are almost all redirected. Just need to build this little section there. When you come in here and tell this needs to be just water. Under W, I guess. Yep, water. Bump up the priorities again. So we can get the power in. And then we will have really nicely cleaned up the infrastructure in this area so that if we want to build something just above it, we don't have a bunch of pipes and things. We still have to figure out the vent here, but otherwise I'm pretty pleased with the way it looks. Okay, so that was a nice little side project I wanted to work on. Once upon a time, I told you that we were going to do something here eventually, and that was like 4 videos ago, but we're actually going to come back and do something here now. Fortunately, we're about to flood this area, so I think we'd best start by putting our second layer of stuff there. And digging up some more space for this stuff to sit. Do a second layer right here too. That should let them dig out all this stuff. I don't remember why we put a mesh tile there. So probably just so they could hop over. Could also come down and dig all this out too. Okay, so what we did is we ran this water over here and made it appear that we were going to bring it in the cold biome, which is exactly what we're going to do. We have a valve to control how much flow can come through, and we're going to make it really low. We're going to do like, let's go like 70 grams a second. So which is just really little amounts. This biome is nice and cold. So what we're going to do is we're going to now come into plumbing. We're going to put a liquid shutoff valve. I might have put these in the wrong spot. This should probably be a liquid shutoff valve. This should probably be changing how much flow. I don't know. I've done this before, but it's been a while. Basically, when you're running fluids through a cold biome, you can use the cold biome to cool it, but the cold biome can't cool tons of water at a time. So what we want to do is just reduce how much water is flowing through the pipe so we can efficiently cool it. Why isn't this piping anything? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, did we break its electricity? Yep, that'd be why. So I came up here to try to find a pipe so we could double check. So you can get 10 kilograms of water. So we can probably do 1 kilogram of water. So we'll do 1,000 grams of water. We will run that through, and we're going to do radiant pipe. We're going to experiment with how much radiant pipe we need to get the temperature we desire. So the rest of it we're going to build out of igneous rock. And it's going to be all insulated so that we aren't exchanging heat, or we're minimizing how much heat we're exchanging, because I want nice cold water, because we're going to start growing new stuff inside the base. And that water needs to be nice and cold if it's going to be successful. What's the temperature right here? It's a bit spicy. So I'm going to cancel these, and we're going to run it down. Okay. In fact, I'm going to actually put this stuff here into flooring. I'm going to make sure that flooring is also insulated so that, because I don't want the hot water in the insulated pipes next to it to affect the heat of this nice cold water we're creating. So we're going to come back into plumbing, come right up to here. We'll build a bridge. Then we can go up. So now we have to figure out where we're going to put this farm. It has to be a relatively cool place. What? Okay, our bathrooms actually ran out of water because of this electrical disturbance we created. So we need this built. We need the water flowing. People are potty in the base. Looks like most of the messes didn't actually happen in the base, so that's good. So why are we doing this, guys? Somebody needs to build this. It's so strange. I marked this one as the most important thing you could possibly work on, and they're just doing other stuff. Picking up water. Someone build it. Okay, well, this is adversely affecting the base in general, so. Oh, new printable I didn't notice until just now. Sure, we'll take more sandstone. We're running low. Okay, water is flowing again. We may have missed something here. No, I think it's fine. I don't think we need to... Okay, so I wasn't paying attention when I was breaking stuff, and I broke something I'm not sure I should have. So if polluted water is coming out of here, it's being filtered over to here, and it's being treated in the sieve. Otherwise, the sieve gets no access to polluted water. The main access to polluted water comes from right here. So if this gets all backed up, it's supposed to come back here. And then be probably combined. I don't think we really need to combine it because this is about to run out. So basically it's just, if we have overflow, it should be treated into clean water. Otherwise, clean water will just be coming and be sent into the base. Okay. Now that we've treated the issue that was causing everyone to potty themselves, oh man, and that affected oxygen production. Ooh, yikes. Good thing we have the oxygen thing set up in such a way that that won't be a long-term problem. So, we were saying how we were going to cool water so we could grow things. So we have to figure out where we want to grow things. It has to be a relatively cool area of the base because the plant can only grow at like 25 degrees Celsius. So we should probably grow it like right up in here. So we're going to need to replace a bunch of these tiles right here. And that's going to be a problem with this vent. Not necessarily a big one. So we'll try it. So we're going to need hydroponic tiles. 5, 4, that's fine. Probably break that and then... So that'll be 4, 5, 5, and then 2. So we're going to come in here, we're going to deconstruct that. Then we really just don't need them around here at all. And then put that one back in. Then we're going to need to go back over to base. Make sure we have insulated tiles in the off sections. Okay, so these plants require light. And the shine bugs could do that if we could make sure that they're right here, but we can't do that. So for the time being, we're going to go into furniture. We're going to put ceiling lights. A ceiling light is kind of hard to tell, but it looks like its light goes down 4 from where you place it and to the left and right 3. So if it's 1, 2, 3, so we won't be able to tell for sure until we build it, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. Because right here it goes to the 3 left, so it should also go from the center point here, 1, 2, 3 right. So then this one, the next one should be 6, center point should be 6 away. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, oops. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay. And they need power, but they take very, very little power. So this circuit that's 960 of 1000 can actually handle it because we're going to add 10 more to it 4 times, and it'll be its maximum capacity. And they do run 24/7. I don't even think they have automation ports. They do have automation ports, so you could set it up so that they don't run 24/7, but the plants will grow 24/7. So you might as well run them that way. All right, so in here, got nice cold gas. This area's pretty chilly, so that's good. I'm gonna get rid of these diffusers. They were a backup system that we're not even really using anymore. Like, we've never had to turn them on since we created our oxygen rooms. And they create hot oxygen, which will affect the plant's abilities to grow. So they're going to go away. Which means we won't need the automation for them anymore. This will just ensure that these plants can grow properly. So now that we know where this is going, we can send this right up here. And just like last time, I'm going to send it up above. And I'm going to use radiant pipe so that it keeps this area nice and cool. Because the lights do create just a little bit of heat. So by using radiant pipe, it will kind of counteract the heating of the lamps or lights we put in. Okay. So that's the start of our bristleberry farm, or blossom seed farm. So temperatures below 30. So far, so good. We're at 13, and that's above 5. So we're not going to ice them out. We're not going to overheat them. They need to be in oxygen, polluted oxygen, or carbon dioxide. Perfect. It's in dead center of our base, so it's always going to be in those things. You know, little bits of hydrogen might come out once in a while, but that will just stifle them for a moment or two. What else? They need water, 20 kilograms per cycle, and we've got the piping coming through for that. And air pressure is going to be fine. So, and they have light. So we have all the boxes ticked for them. The only wild card we have is, can we get 70 degrees Celsius water through this cold biome in such a way that it comes out below 30 degrees, ideally somewhere around 10 or 15. I believe we can. So if the setup we have now does not work, my backup setup is where we create a more involved system where we'll have shutoffs. So we'll shut off water flow if a pipe is too hot so that the water sits there and cools. And then we'll have an automatic sensor sensing the temperature of the fluid, and then it will turn the auto shut off back on. So if we need to go that route, we sure can. But I'm hopeful we won't have to. But that's how I normally do it. Might be silly to dig this out lower, because we might have to at some point come in and then build the liquid pump right here, but I just want to make sure we have plenty of space for this liquid to go. Because if we do need to access this area, you know, I don't want it flooded up to the door so that we just let in all sorts of water. What did we learn about ladders? Ladders are the most important part, peeps. Don't forget your ladders. Oh, I don't know why, but we don't have farm plots right here and right here, so we can build those. Oh, okay. Somebody told me that they thought if you come into the disinfect building, we can go. Okay, so you can just turn off disinfect entirely, which I don't think is a great idea, because you do want to disinfect things, primarily things inside your base. But so yeah, they thought I could just like permanently turn off disinfect from there, but nope, I don't think we can. We are going to disable disinfect on some things here. Copy these settings. Plant just a couple more mushrooms. So, I've been a Magic the Gathering player for quite some time in my life, and Magic the Gathering personality talks about how they adjust knobs and tubes on their Magic cards for power level. So we have knobs here we can adjust. We can dial things up. So our first knob for cooling is how much water. The less water we send through, the easier it will cool, but the less likely we will supply enough water to grow this many plants. So the other knob we can twist so that we can have higher flow of water is how many radiant tiles. Well, I just did a very conservative number. I think I did like 12 or 15. So we can make this whole thing radiant pipe. But the risk is if we overcool it and it gets below 0, then the water's gonna freeze in the pipe, and then we're gonna damage the pipe. So we kind of want to avoid that too. Oh, I did not think about the fact that they would not be able to build those there. So we're gonna deconstruct this tile, because right now we are not supplying any dirty water to our farm on the far side of our base. 2 errant pipes that we missed deconstructing at some point. Luckily, we had enough of the water built up there that, and if you don't recall, the yellow is the radiant, the white is the original that's not terribly insulated, and then you have your insulated orange. But we haven't even run out of water in here yet. Okay, now we quickly are. It's just all flowing out there. Okay, they got all those built back in again. Okay, we've confused the pipes again. Okay, it is coming now. Good deal. Pardon me. So, everything did end up working out. The water is a little confused because we didn't put a bridge system over here, but like we said, this is almost pumped out. Once this is entirely pumped out, we'll be good. Probably gonna have to dig this out a bit more. We can also start studying these volcanoes, I just realized. So if we want to study this one, we'd have to actually be able to access it. And we would need a CO2 lock because it's going to create CO2. Probably have to put it like right here. Okay, so if we do this and build a ladder, we can come in and study this one too. We can analyze all these. It just gives us more data about the way they work. Uh-oh. This must have just happened. Okay, yeah, Regaloth is piling up. It's getting to be a nice spicy temperature. So good deal. So I'm going to cancel this because they really don't need to be up there anymore. And I guess for now I'll just let whatever gas escapes. It's not a... The vacuum in this game does not work like you have seen it in TVs and movies. Like in TV and movies, like all of this would be getting sucked out at an exponentially crazy rate. It just doesn't really do that. Like there's just 500 grams of gas right here, and there's 1,000 grams here. It's not rushing anywhere. Where else do we have stuff we can analyze? We can even analyze these ones we're not going to use. But we do have to kind of get close to them and expose them a bit, so not the best plan. Okay, we'll analyze this one. He can't actually get to this one, or she. So we'll build a ladder for him. Okay, we got the power built up over here, it looks like, because I just saw that pump. Got some water traps, so we don't have to worry about CO2 traps. Says that's unreachable. Why would that be unreachable? Because I haven't dug this out yet. Or this. We could do both. So we got that one marked for analyze. So our scientists aren't actually doing any science, so we might as well have them analyze things. And then we'll know more about them. This one's not quite reachable, but it will be if we just dig this out a little bit. How spicy is this area? Not terrible. I don't think you can analyze those. Nope, there's just an oil reservoir. Okay, down here, we got that all dug out, but we still have some stifling from small amounts of water accumulation. So we need to wipe that up. Oh, I see. We have this melting because we'd lost that protective layer here, so the heat is seeping. No med bed. Why would we need a med bed? Oh, someone got heat stroke? You got heat stroke in an Atmo suit? That's possible? Huh. Okay, well now that this is going, we do see we still have some of an issue, so we better deconstruct more of that. Learn something new every day, guys. You can get heat stroke in an Atmo suit if it's hot enough. So it's just informing us we did make it to space. The region is extremely inhospitable, and I could easily lose resources to the vacuum. Although, like I said, it's not really a problem. Hey, this video went really long, guys. So we're going to wrap it up here. See you next time.